Yisavar.
Aloha Big Island, I'm Yisavar, and this is Big Island Weekly's news for the week of January 27th, 2010. Hawaii County Police targeted illegal kayak vendors at the Naupo'opo'o Pier near Kealakekua Bay. Herman Santiago, 49, of Kealakekua, was arrested on charges of theft, pedestrian soliciting business, and commercial use of a county street. A second man, Kapahukulu Voorhees, 26, also of Kealakekua, was also arrested on a bench warrant for contempt of court and promoting a detrimental drug. The county and state crackdown came down after numerous public complaints of kayak renting on a county road and renting without a permit on state lands. For the whole story, check out this week's Big Island Weekly. Hawaii County's plans for connecting Hilo Bayfront parks with a trail system is progressing and is moving into its final stages of planning. The public comment time for the trails plans are still open until February 7th. For anyone interested in having their voices heard about the trail plan, check out the website below. For the full story, pick up a copy of Big Island Weekly now on newsstands around the Big Island. After losing $15 million in 2009, North Hawaii Community Hospital is going to do something different this year. The hospital fired its management company and will try to run the nonprofit hospital on its own in 2010. The hospital's board of directors voted on January 7th to terminate its agreement with Quorum Health Resources. For the full story, read Big Island Weekly. On January 14th, a study conducted by the International Journal of Biological Sciences revealed that Monsanto's GMO corn varieties caused kidney and liver failure in laboratory rats. Monsanto responded by saying the research is based on faulty analytical methods and reasoning does not call into question the safety findings for these products. Anti-GMO activists hailed the study as a concrete answer that GMOs are bad for humans. Read the rest of the story in Big Island Weekly. The Kavalina Network is up and running on the internet for its 8-month trial experiment. The network is being used to connect visitors to the islands with native Hawaiian communities. The experiment will be used as a model for hosting visitors in Hawaii, as well as other locales worldwide where indigenous communities may wish to share their culture with visitors. For more information, log on to www.kavalina.net or read Big Island Weekly. Astronaut Ellison Onizuka died aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger on January 28, 1986, but his memory lives on from his home on the Big Island. Onizuka, a native of Kealakekua, chose to dream big and achieved his goal of becoming a part of NASA and the astronaut program. It is that drive and determination that organizers of the Astronaut Ellison Onizuka Science Day want to highlight for the children who attended this year's event. For the full story, read Big Island Weekly. The Big Island Interscholastic Federation Paddling Championships were held at Hilo Bayfront on January 23rd. Schools from all over the Big Island converged on the bay to find out who will represent the island at the state competition this year. Kamehameha, Kanu'oka'aina, and Honoka'a of the girls' varsity division all qualified for the Hawaii High School Athletic Association Championships, which will be held February 5th on Oahu. Kamehameha, Kealakehe, and Konawaina also qualified for the state competition in the boys' varsity division. Pahoa, Kealakehe, and Kamehameha also qualified for the state competition in the mixed varsity division. Congratulations to all of the student athletes for their hard work this year. Read all about this competition in this week's Big Island Weekly. The 16th annual In Memory of Tiger Esperi Puaka'ilima o Kauaihai Longboard Surf Classic was held on January 18th at Kauaihai Harbor to a group of surf-ready contestants. The waves did not get much overhead high, but it was enough to let the good times roll for the competition. For a complete list of winners and more on the competition, read this week's Big Island Weekly. Bob Marley will be celebrated again this year in Hilo at the annual Bob Fest Ag Fair held from noon to 6 p.m. on February 7th at the Mo'oheau Park and Bandstand in downtown Hilo. The event is to bring out Bob Marley fans first, but it is also a time to teach about sustainability, recycling, and what you can do to help the INA. For more information, check out this week's Big Island Weekly. Also set to be a part of BobFest is Bob Marley historian Roger Steffens. The talk story with the public with Steffens is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. on February 7th at the UH Hilo cafeteria. Steffens is the world's authority on Marley and his reggae band The Wailers. Steffens has a large collection of Marley memorabilia, and some of which will travel with him to the Big Island to be put on display. For more information, read this week's Big Island Weekly. Body burlesque with a hint of nudity. Is this Las Vegas or is this a Big Island event? Seaview Performing Arts Center for Education, or SPACE as it's called, will hold Les Chic 3 at its performance hall in the Kalapana Seaview Estates on February 5th and February 6th. The show begins each night at 7 p.m. and mixes acrobatics and comedy with an adults-only burlesque review. For more information, call the SPACE office at 965-8756 or read this week's Big Island Weekly. Total Deniability Productions is offering a unique experience at 6 p.m. at Shooters in Hilo on January 29th. The popular Big Island band Old Habits Die Hard will be recording its Shooters concert that night for their upcoming live CD and DVD release. There's a $5 cover charge that night and doors open at 6 p.m. For more information, read Big Island Weekly. Critically acclaimed pianist Alpen Hong is coming to the Kahilo Theater in Waimea for a concert. The artist mixes his refined talents with humor, technique, and emotional range. Hong has been hailed across the globe for his abilities at the piano, and now music enthusiasts from the Big Island will get a chance to see his show. The show is scheduled for 8 p.m. on January 29th at the Kahilo Theater. For more information, check out the website at kahilotheater.org or read this week's Big Island Weekly. And that concludes this edition of the Big Island Weekly News for the week of January 27, 2010. Be sure to pick up a copy of Big Island Weekly at more than 200 locations island-wide, or find us on the internet at bigislandweekly.com. We're also part of Twitter, YouTube, MySpace, and Facebook, where we have exclusive Big Island content. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll catch us here next week for Big Island Weekly's news. See you next week.